Hello everybody, welcome to the 5th round of the 2002 Biathlon Olympic Championships, and here we're going to complete the first half of the 2002 season. But first off, we need to check the schedule to see where are we heading to this time round. Looking at the schedule, we're heading over to Kontiolahti in Finland, with 169 male biathletes remaining in the competition and 134 in the women's competition. Without further ado, let's get to the main races and see how things will progress from here. And here we go, the 22nd to 42nd race here at Kontiolahti for the men's competition. The highest placed biathlete is Alexei Adarov, who'll be starting in 21st. Second highest 23rd overall is Ilmar Briis of Latvia, he'll be starting in 5th. And third highest is Ricco of Italy, who's 24th overall, who'll be starting in 6th. Ludwig Gredler, Andrzej Zarlima, and Andrzej Bernbacher on the front row. Who's going to win this race? Without further ado, let's get into this 26th to 42nd race and find out as we get the race underway now. And it looks like maybe a good start there for Zarlima of Ukraine, starting in the middle. Now it's going to be interesting because one of the camera angles that we normally use at the point of the race is unfortunately connected to a section of track that is not being used for this because mass start. I think that section of track is only used for it's either going to be maybe the individual or sprint maybe, but either way it's points somewhere that's not part of this track that we're going to be seeing. But big deal, we're going to enjoy what we can see as we're heading to the 1 kilometer mark. And we've got the Czech Republican trying to take the lead of Roman Dostal, thirdly a second, Ludwig Gredler third. First 25 is going to be separated by 4.1 seconds with Phil Raikkonen at the back of the field behind the two Ukrainians of Lysenko and Derkach. As Roman Dostal leads the way, that'll be Zarlima in second, and I think that's the Slovenian. That I'm guessing it is Thomas Globonik trying to get into third place. As we're coming to the 2 kilometer mark, Roman Dostal does lead the way still. Oh, it's Jas Marcus Slovenia, I apologise. Zarlima is third. First 25 is going to now be separated by 6 seconds as the two Ukrainians have been passed by the Finn of Phil Raikkonen now. And now going to the left turn, going over the bridge just above where they started. And we're about to come into the shooting range now. Who's going to be first in possession? And that person is going to be, drum roll here, Vitek for the Czech Republic. It's Adarov, there's Marek that's coming in possession. And wait for the shooting to get underway, see where things are going to stack up. And Adarov missed the target already. Marek's missed one. Alexander Wolf missed one. A few misses here and there. Vitek's missed the last target. We're going to go clear. Yes, we've got someone's gone clear. And that is Roman Dostal. Garabek's gone clear for the Czech Republic. Briis has gone clear for Latvia. Andrzej Bernbacher's gone clear. Ray Kalarunsi going clear for Italy. And Chepikov going clear for Russia. So Roman Dostal, 2 minutes 8.1. 1.1 second gap between him and Briis. There's Bernbacher third. Kalarunsi fourth. And Chepikov rounds off the top 5. Chepikov going into this round in 41st overall, so second last spot to make it into this group. As we've got going away to, I guess, in the 4 kilometer. Is it the 4 kilometer mark or is it the 4.5 kilometer mark? I can't remember. I should be paying attention, but my memory is not the greatest. Okay, it's the 4 kilometer mark. Dostal lead the way. I think Briis is closing in on them. Yes, 8 tenths per second. So the gap's down by 3 tenths per second. Bernbacher still third. Karuzi fourth. Chepikov under pressure from the two Czech Republicans of Per Garabek and Zdeněk Vitek, both Czech Republicans. Thirdly, 8th, Margit 9th, and Wolfgang Perl running off your top 10 for Austria. As we're now coming up to the 5 kilometer mark. And I think the chase is still on for the lead between Briis and Dostal. 8 tenths per second was in the previous section. Okay, it's still 8 tenths per second, so in fact the gap is remained exactly the same. But Vitek's passed Chepikov for 4th in the background. Garabek and Chepikov are tying for 5th at the 5 kilometer mark. 3 minutes 13.5 was Dostal's time at the 5 kilometer mark, so hoping to get a impressive time and get some a few positions here and there. And we're coming back into the shooting range. Can Roman Dostal hold to the lead over Briis, or can Briis jump ahead? Here they are coming into possession now. Cherkov behind the two Cherkovs going into the shooting range. So is Karuzi for that matter. Dostal Breezes missed their first shots. So is Vitek for that matter. Vitek's missed twice. Birdbatcher could jump the lead. But Vitek's had an absolute shocker. He's missed 4 targets. Andreas Birdbatcher going clear. He's definitely going to take the lead of the race. Reddy Karuzi going clear for Italy. So he's going to be second. Gilles Market going to be third for France. Karlia Johan Bergman going clear for Sweden. Wolfie Polberth going clear for Italy as well. Dossel dropping down to second with Karuzi and Brees still behind them. Further down the field, Aeros had another shocker. He's missed 4 targets. The highest placed biathlete going into this group. And Ledger Greta at the back of the field missing 2 targets. So we're going to focus probably on the battle for a second. This will be between Dostal, Brees, and Albert memory is faded already, so it's a VTech. It's a V. No, it's not VTech. It's a. No, Great Karuzi of Ellie. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys. I try my best to keep up, but remember, I always have a bit brain farts here and there. But Dostal is still in second. You have Brees, I think, maybe closing in. The gap's 1.1 seconds between them at the 7 kilometer mark. The gap was reduced by 0.3 of a second. The last lap between the two of them, but they both missed a tire each, so maybe the gap will close in again. Birdbatcher 5 minutes 28 seconds at the 8 kilometer mark. Dostal and Brees 0.6 of a second now separates them. And this Karuzi and Marget in the battle for 4th, with Marget I think catching up to the Italian for 4th place, with Garabek and Chipakov behind them in 6th and 7th place. But we're coming into the first standing shoot now. Is Andres Birdbatcher leading the way? Is coming into the shooting range. Birdbatcher is 33rd overall, but he is amongst the top 10 in the rookie standings. Here we go. Birdbatcher is in. Here comes Dostal and Brees. Let's see what happens here. This is important for Birdbatcher. He wants to get a good time in, make a few positions, both overall and for the rookie standings. And Birdbatcher's missed 2 targets. That opens the door for Dostal to retake the lead if he can. Brees has missed 1, and Dostal does go clear, and he is going to retake the lead of this race. Marget's gone clear for France. Karuzi's gone clear for Italy. Garabek and Chepakov gone clear as well. So Birdbatcher's going to be going to be devastated by that. Bergman going clear for Sweden. Lysenko clear for Ukraine. Ricco going clear for Finland. Zarlima going clear for Ukraine as well. Okay, so quite a lot of people going clear in this round of the shooting range. Going down to the battle for, this will be 4th between Chepakov, Garabek and Brees. Chipakov proved to be not the quickest biathlete, especially when we saw in the first couple of laps. We'll see what Chipakov can do here, but I think the bit of pressure. There's Brees trying to catch up to them. Karuzi, that's Marget, that's Karuzi again, and there goes Brees, and he's about to make his way to 4th. In fact, yeah, Brees has made the pass. Brees goes into 4th, then he's going to try and catch Karuzi for 3rd place. 7 minutes, 7.3 is Dostal's time at the 10 kilometer mark. He's got a 5.5 second lead, and Karuzi's got to really slow up the hill there, and that's going to help Brees go into 3rd. Chevkov not quite close enough to make the pass, but he's got his own problems with Petr Garabek trying to get involved in the action. Dostal has increased the gap between him and Marget. It's now 6.6 seconds separating him. Brees is just under 3 seconds down on the Frenchman. As Roland Dostal, who is sitting, where is he in the standings? He is sitting 39th overall in the standings, and he's leading the 22nd to 42nd group as he's coming to the shooting for the 4th and final time. Can Dostal end this on a high note, get a good time in, and probably make up a bunch of positions in the standings? So Dostal's in position, ready to get underway. There's Margaret coming in as well. And the show's underway for Dostal now. Brees, Karuzi, Chevkov and Garabek are in now. Dostal, pressure's on. He goes clear, so he's definitely going to win this group, probably. Well, what about everyone else? Margaret's missed a target. What about Brees? Can Brees go clear, go into 2nd? Brees missed the last target. Marget's missed 3. Karuzi's missed 1. Chepakov has gone clear for Russia. So the man who's struggling for speed this race, he is going to be in 2nd. Ricco going clear for Finland. Make a few positions. Birdbatcher's Oh, he's listed those 3 targets, so he's... Oh, man. So the second half of this race has been an absolute disaster from the shooting range. Globodek's going clear for Slovenia. Trying to pick up a few positions. That's Breeze's is in third. I can definitely tell that is Breeze's. And that'll be Karuzi fourth, and I'm guessing this will be Garabek in fifth. At the 30km mark, Dostal away. The time is 9 minutes 12.6. This is looking like a pretty good time coming in. Chepakov 14.2 seconds down, but he is second in this group. Darkash going clear for Ukraine towards the back end of the field. Well, clearly had a bit of struggle in this group. The 40km mark, Dostal 9 minutes 43.1 is his time. And he's just got to ski his way to the finish line and set his time for the rest of the for the first 21st to try and beat, well, as well as everyone else that's ahead of him in the overall standings, because Dostal is quite low down the board. He, like I said, 39th overall, so that means he is amongst the bottom 4 place biathletes going into this group. But here comes Dostal to cross the line and take the win. The time is 10 minutes 10.3. That seems like a really good time. Now we're just going to wait for everyone else to make their way across the finish line. And here we go, that's everyone across the finish line. So Roland Dostal takes the race win, only missed 1 target for the entire race. Sergei Chepakov also missed 1 target for the entire race, is second. Ivan Brees is third, Ray Kalaruzzi fourth, who's also missed only 1 target this entire race. Per Garabek is fifth, sixth is Vil Raikkonen, Russell Lysenko is seventh, eighth is Sarlima, Carl Johan Bergman is ninth, and Gilles Margaret rounds off your top 10. The top 2 biathletes, Roland Dostal 39th overall, Sergei Chepakov 41st overall in this 22nd to 42nd race. So we had 2 of the bottom 4 place biathletes in this group in the top 2 positions in this race. Now that's definitely going to shake things up for sure. But speaking of shaking things up, we need to move over to the first 21st race and see what will happen there. So let's make our way to the first to 21st race. Alrighty, it is now the first 21st race here called Colalti. The overall leader, which is Ricco Gross, who's leading the overall in this round, is we starting the race in 3rd place. 2nd overall is Rafael Pori, who'll be starting 14th. And 3rd overall is the 1994 champion Sven Fischer, who'll be starting in 21st. With the highest place rookie being Pavel Rostovestov of Russia, who'll be starting in 16th, sorry, because Sergei Roshkov is 2nd in the rookie standings. He's starting 19th. So it's Frode Anderson on the front row, along with Viktor Megrov and Ricco Gross. Who's going to win this race? Who's going to take the overall lead? Without further ado, let's get to this race and find out as we get the race here at Colalti underway now. And it looks like Frode Anderson getting a pretty decent start. We can't really see him because the camera focuses on whoever's starting in 3rd, because it counts as the leader of this race. And it's probably because we start off with a left-hander and then a right-hander. And there we go. Focus on the leader, that's Frode Anderson. And to make our way to the downhill section before we make our way uphill to the 1 kilometer mark. So it's the Norwegian leading the way, because it's got the 3 Germans and the Russian right behind them of Viktor Megrov. In fact, it looks like he's been passed by Sven Fischer. No, not Sven Fischer, Ricco Gross. And Frode Anderson leading the way. Gross second, Megrov is 3rd. First 21st separated by 4.6 seconds, with Janis Osbolt at the back of the field for Slovenia, who's going to this round in 14th overall in the standings. So we got Ricco Gross leading the way with Frode Anderson 2nd, and that'll be Viktor Megrov in 3rd, with the 2 Germans right by him to try and get into 3rd place. As it comes to the 2 kilometer mark, it's the overall leader leading the way, Anderson 2nd, Megrov 3rd. There's Greece, Luck, and then Ola Bjorn Dallin, the defending champion, who's been really struggling this Biathlon Olympic season. Julian Robertson out at the back, 6.1 seconds is the gap between him and Ricco Gross for the lead of the race, with Janis Osbolt in front of him in 20th. As here they come into the shooting range for the first time this race. What's going to happen here? Who's going to be first position? Who's going to be first to come out in the lead? First in position is Sven Fischer, the 1994 champion. Then it's Rafael Pori, then it's Ricco Gross. There we go, into the shooting range we go. We need to look out for the rookie leader and the top 3 in the overall standings. Sven Fischer's missed a target. What about Rafael Pori? Rafael Pori's missed 1. Ricco Gross. I can't find him there. Oh, you can see him. He's gone clear. He's definitely going to take the lead of the race. Rostovestov has missed one. De France going clear for France. And Carsten Haim going clear for Germany. So only 3 biathletes gone clear at the shooting range, interestingly. So De France is going to be second, Carsten Haim is third, then it's Frode Andersen fourth, Rafael Pori is fifth, Rostovestov is 8th. I don't know. I can't see where I don't know where Sam Fisher is. Down in 19th position. That's not good because he's third overall in the overall standings. So Halford Handful 4 seconds behind him, who's sitting 4th overall. And Handful is most definitely in front of them. Yes, they are. So we're focusing on France because he's second. And there's quite a big gap between the rest of the field and Ricco Gross, who's leading the way. 2 minutes 40 at the 4 kilometre marker. Here comes Frode Andersen for second place. And in fact, he does get past the rookie French biathlete. Rafael Pori 4th with Carsten Heyman and Greece 5th and 6th. Rostovestov is 8th. Sam Fisher is still in 19th position, 20.6 seconds down on his teammate, who is the overall leader as well. So De France, who is the lowest placed rookie in this group, he's 17th overall. So could be a good opportunity for him to cut the gap between him and Rostovestov in the rookie standings, possibly. Well, they say the gap's only about 2.6 seconds, I think it was. But we'll have to park that for now because here comes Ricco Gross back to the shooting range. See if he can hold on to his lead, try and extend his lead in the overall standings ahead of Rafael Pori, Sven Fischer, and the rest of the field essentially. And Ricco Gross is in position now. Let's go see when he's going to start firing. Starts firing now. Andersen, Pori, De France, Greece are all coming in now. Ricco Gross is going to go clear. He's going to hang on to his lead. We need to watch out for Pori and Sven Fischer. And Rostovestov's missed 2 already. Pori's missed the last shot. Sven Fischer, meanwhile. Well, Carsten Haim's gone clear for Germany. Sven Fischer's gone clear as well. Roskov's gone clear. Christoph Summan's gone clear for Austria. Okay, so we've got a few people gone clear. Rostovestov's missed 2. And that's not good, because especially when Roskov is second in the rookie standings and he's gone clear, he's going to get ahead of him. Christoph Summan is also going to be another person that Rostovestov should be worried about, because he is third in the rookie standings as well. And he was leading the rookie standings early in this season. I'm not sure where Sven Fischer is, but I know he'll gain 2 positions. Rostovestov is down to 15th place. So Rostovestov not doing very well. Bjorn Dahlen, the defending champion, 18th in this race, 37.5 seconds down on the overall leader of this race. Ricco Gross, 4 minutes 41.2 is his time. He's got a big gap to the rest of the field. This is exactly what he needs. A good result that's going to give him a massive gap. Sven Fischer's up to 4th. He's still 21.1 seconds down. Okay, so he is made up a bit of ground. Well, I don't think he's made up ground. I think the gap's still the same, but he's made up a lot of positions over the rest of the field, that's for sure. But Rafael Pori in second. He's got his work out if he wants to try and cut the gap down between him and Ricco Gross. Rostovestov is 14th. He's going to be really worried with Roskov and Summan. So we'll have to watch out for them in the next round of the shooting range, which here comes Ricco Gross about to start doing now. Well, it's coming into the shooting range now for the first standing shoot. I think it's going to probably say 3 or 4 targets before the first ones, before the next biathlete comes in, maybe. Ricco Gross getting into position, getting ready to start his round of the shooting range. He started for the shooting now. And Ricco Gross goes clear again before Rafael Pori even gets into the getting position. So is Sven Fischer. First, second, third in the overall standings as in this race so far. But Ricco Gross is, well, pulling a massive gap between him and the rest of the field. Rafael Pori is going to go clear, and so is Sven Fischer. Roskov, watching out for him in the shooting range. He's going to go clear. Summan's going to clear as well. Rostovestov, what about him? He's going to go clear as well. So they are going to make up some positions, but the gap's not going to really change that much. Bjorn Dahlen, defending champions, missed another target. He's had an absolutely... Oh, he's struggling this race. Well, he's been struggling the last couple of rounds as well. I don't know what's happened to the defending champions. Malahuns has gone clear for Latvia. And he got the last spot at 21st overall to make it to this group. Rafał second. That is Sven Fischer third. Looking down to, we've got the battle for fourth going on here. And this will be Rosskopf will be among them, the man who is trying to get that lead off Rostov-Vestov. And now I think, is that de France among them as well? Oh, the Suman is among them. Yes, so Suman, de France, and Rosskopf, who are second, third, and fifth in the rookie standings. Rostov-Vestov is 8th in this race so far. The gap's only about 6 seconds, but it's still 6 seconds being reduced between him, Suman, and Rosskopf. Oh, de France as well. But here we go, coming into the shooting to the fourth and final time already. Ricco Gross making light work of this track, and essentially the rest of the opposition as well. He's going to have a great advantage as things stand at the end of this round. He is, wow, this is amazing stuff here from Ricco Gross. He is determined to win the overall standings and not refusing to let Rafał Pori and Sven Fischer reduce the gap any further. Oh, but Ricco Gross missed 2. Overconfidence, nerves, I don't know what's happened here, but Ricco Gross has missed 2 targets. Rafał Pori and Sven Fischer have now got a window of opportunity to either jump him or reduce the gap. Oh, but Rafał Pori's missed a target. Sven Fischer, meanwhile, he's getting the shooting underway, but he's missed one as well. Okay, 1 penalty lead for Pori and Fischer, 2 for Ricco Gross, but Ricco Gross is going to still be out in front. What about Suman and Rosskopf? Suman's has missed 4 targets. Rosskopf's going to clear. De France going to clear. Suman's had a disaster here. Rostov-Vestov's gone clear, so he's going to jump ahead of the Austrian. But Rosskopf and de France will be absolutely delighted they've gone clear. Frank Luft's gone clear. Hannibal's gone clear. Bjorn Dan's gone clear. Jelland has gone clear. So the gap, well, Rostov-Vestov is still about 6 seconds down, or 6.5 seconds down on Rosskopf and de France, but he's looking. But I think he's got the ski pace to try and reduce the gap between him and the rest of, well, and the two of them. Heyman's gone clear, Oswald's gone clear, and Anderson's gone clear. Towards the back. Ricco Gross, a great advantage, but it's been reduced down to less than 5 seconds. Sven Fischer is in third, 10.1 seconds is the gap. There's de France and Rosskopf, who are 4th and 5th so far in this race, and they're trying to pull away from Rostov-Vestov, try and close in as much as they can, but I think Rostov-Vestov may have the ski advantage. I think the gap's actually 4.1 seconds, so in fact the gap's not going to be reduced down that much, but it'll still have probably a positive impact. Julian Robert at the back of the field, he's had an absolute nightmare of a race, but he has gone clear for himself and for France. But Ricco Gross, what a race he's had. He's just dominated throughout. And here he is coming across the finish line. What is that time going to be from Ricco Gross? So extended lead in the overall standings, that we know for sure. 9 minutes 55.5. There's Rafał Pori, second overall standings, coming second. 3.4 seconds, so the gap was coming down. What about Sven Fischer? 9.2 seconds, that gap has been reduced as well. Now it's the way for everyone else to make their way across the finish line. And here we go, that's everyone across the finish line. So Ricco Gross takes the race win by 3.4 seconds over Rafał Pori. Sven Fischer takes third. 4th is Vincent de France, who only missed 1 target for the entire race. So has Rosskopf, who finishes 5th. Pavel Rostov-Vestov managed to close the gap on the two of them, reducing the gap to about 2 seconds. Frank Luck is 7th, 8th is Halvard Hannevold, 9th is Elias Bjorn Dahlen, and Egil Schellens rounds off the top 10. So if anyone's going to be disappointed with the result, it's going to be Christoph Suman. He was in a really good position to stay ahead of Rostov-Vestov, but in the last round of the shooting range, missed 4 targets. An absolute disaster there for the Austrian. That was his golden chance to reduce the gap between him and Rostov-Vestov, just eliminated right off the bat. If there's another bad fit's going to be really disappointed with the result, it's Julian Robert. He came into this round 30th overall, but look at that, he was nearly half a minute behind 20th, which is Pavel Purnin, who came into this round 19th overall. So with those results out of the way, it's time to head to the women's side of the competition before we find out, all importantly, where does everyone stand in the overall championship. And here we go, the 26th to 42nd race here at Kotelati. So the top highest placed biathlete, 22nd overall, is Pavlina Filipova, who will be starting the race in 8th position. Second highest and 23rd overall is Michaela Ponza, who will be starting 10th overall in this race. And Xenia Sukova is the third highest placed biathlete, who is 24th overall. She'll be starting in 16th in this race. So it's Alice Brun, Iva Karaksova, and Martina Hanarova on the front row. Who's going to win this race? Without further ado, let's get into this race and find out as we get underway now, and it looks like a pretty decent start there, I think, for Anna Sprun. I think she's got a little lead going on ahead of the Slovakian and the Bulgarian, sorry. But no, the Slovakian is well in front already. That will be Hanarova. Is it Marinova or Hanarova? Oh, for goodness sake, we've only just started and I've already forgotten the name. We'll say Hanarova. But here is Anna Sprun taking the lead of the race as they're making their way to the 1 kilometer mark. The question is, who's going to be leading the way at the 1 kilometer mark? I think it's going to be the Slovakian. And it probably will be. Yes, Hanarova leads the way. Sprun second. Ponta is third. First 21st separated by 4.6 seconds with Elena Petrova of Ukraine at the back behind her teammate Vostenko. Then it's Andrea Kobler of Slovenia in 19th. And speaking, I believe that might be. I think is that Michaela Ponta going to take the lead of the race already? As we're coming to the 2 kilometer mark. It's still Hanarova out in front. Yeah, Michaela Ponta second. Marinova is third for Slovakia. First 21st going to be separated now by 7.1 seconds. Elena Petrova 7.1 seconds behind the leader, as Ponta and Hanarova are fighting hard for the lead of this race as they're coming into the shooting range for the first time. Who's going to be first position? I won't be surprised if Michaela Ponta, starting in 10th and already towards the front of the field. Let's find out. Yes, Ponta is first position, then Sikikova, then Zaitseva. Okay, looks like everyone is going to be in position, and Ponta gets firing right away, but she's missed the first target, missed the first 2 targets. Zikova's missed 1, Burris missed 2, Hanarova's missed 1, 3 misses for Ponta, 1 for Zikova, Zaitseva's missed 1, Perunka, going clear for Finland, Bulgari Titsevits going clear for Russia, and Iva Karakazova going clear for Bulgaria. Everyone else seems to have missed at least 1 target, so Perunka and Anna Bulgari Titsevits fighting for the lead with Iva Karakazova in third, with Anna Sprun 4th for Austria ahead of Zaitseva of Russia. And go to the downhill section before we go to the tight right-hander. I imagine the Belarusian is going to take the lead of, the Russian is going to take the lead of this race. In fact, I think she has gone and done so. But I say that, it looks like it's going to be going back to Perunka. Perunka is going into this race in 26 overall. Titsevits is 24th overall going into this round. We got quite a tussle for the third place going on here with Karakazova, Zaitseva, Sprun, Zikova, and Marinova. Yeah, quite a tense fight for third place, but back at the front, Perunka looking like she is pulling away from the Russian to hold on to the lead of this race. And then we're coming to the 5 kilometer mark. It is Perunka leading the way. Anna Bulgari Titsevits well and truly in second. In third place it's going to be Iva Karakazova, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's not. Zaitseva has got ahead of her. So has Zikova for that matter. So Iva Karakazova has dropped a bit off the pace here. But here we go, coming back into the shooting for the second time this race. It is Perunka and Bulgari Titsevits, the top 2 biathletes. Who is going to come out of this as the leader? Will it be either of them, or will someone else be able to jump ahead? Perunka gets in position, Bulgari Titsevits is in position as well. But eager to get the firing underway to try and get ahead of the rest of the field. And Perunka has missed a target. That opens the door for Bulgari Titsevits to ensure the lead. No, but she's missed a target as well. 2 misses for Bulgari Titsevits. That's not what she needs. Now, Zaitseva's missed 1. Zinko's missed 2. Karazova's going to miss 1, it looks like. But I think Perunka's going to come out of it as the leader, despite the fact Krunstaliva has gone clear. Elena Petrova's gone clear. Shumiyu has gone clear as well. And Vostenko's gone clear. And Delphine Barrett's gone clear for France. So a few people have gone clear. Perunka leads the way. Krunstaliva and Zaitseva in the battle for second, with Shumiyu right behind them. Bulgari Titsevits dropping down to 5th. She's fighting 4th with Shumiyu. That's just right behind us. So, what can Zaitseva do here? Can she close in on the Finn for, well, try and close them down before going into the shooting range for the third time this race, which will be the first standing shoot, of course. But Zaitseva is looking like she's pulling a bit of a gap between her and the Bulgarian, no, not Bulgarian, Belarusian, sorry. You think I know from my Bulgarians and Belarus outfits, but leave me alone. That's all I can say to that. And now, of course, Denko had a bit of pressure there from the other Russian, that is Anna Bolgitinovets, who's going to try and make the pass for third position, it looks like. And in fact, the Russian is indeed going to get ahead of the Belarusian. There's nothing she can really do about it. Anna Bolgitinovets is just a faster skier than Krisleva, as we've seen in this race so far. So we're at the 8-kilometer mark, and here is Prunka coming back into the shooting range for the first standing shoot. Now the question is, can she maintain this lead? This is looking really, really good for her and for Finland in general. Prunka getting into position. There is the two Russians, and there is Kristoleva, sorry. Yeah, Kristoleva. Prunka's missed the first target. In fact, 2 misses there for Prunka. That opens the door for Zaitseva and Bolgitinovets to capitalise on it. So 2 penalties for Prunka, and Zaitseva has missed 3 times. Bolgitinovets has missed 1. Kristoleva is going to go clear. That's going to give her a chance to try and take the lead of this race. Now, is Kristoleva going to take the lead? Yes, she is going to be ahead of everyone. Anyone's going to go clear here? Nazarova of Belarus has gone clear. Bolgitinovets is second. Prunka is third. And Helenova is going clear for Slovakia. And that's it, just those 3 biathletes. So Kristoleva leads. Bolgitinovets is second. Prunka third. Nazarova fourth. Natalie Center rounds off your top 5 in this race so far. Prunka, Bolgitinovets battling hard for second, with Kristoleva having a bit of a gap between the two of them in first position. But it looks like, I think it's going to be Bolgitinovets that might have the advantage. She's on the inside of Prunka, yep, at the 10-kilometer mark. 5.3 and 5.4 seconds respectively is the gap between them and Kristoleva, the leader of this race. Kristoleva coming into this round in 41st overall, so this would be a good result for her if she was to win this 26 to 40-second race. And now Prunka is getting back ahead of Bolgitinovets for second. She is not going to let the Russian take second and stay in second, but I see that Anna Bolgitinovets has managed to navigate her way back into second. As we've got one more round of the shooting range to go, it's going to be anyone's guess who is going to go clear and who's going to come out of it ahead and win the race. And here they come into the shooting range for the final time this race. This is going to be quite a showdown between the 3 biathletes. Kristoleva, Prunka and Bolgitinovets. Which one of them is going to come out on top? Kristoleva is in position. Bolgitinovets and Prunka coming in position now. And Kristoleva gets the shooting underway now, and she's missed the target. 1 miss there for Prunka as well. Nazarova's coming in for Belarus. 2 misses there for Kristoleva. Bolgitinovets is going to miss the last target. Prunka's got 1 penalty loop as well. But I think it will probably be Bolgitinovets that might come out on top of this. Everyone else behind there, they've missed at least a target, and that is Bolgitinovets in the lead. Prunka is into second. Helenova going clear for Slovakia. So yeah, Kristoleva down to third. Mironova going clear for Slovakia as well. Zigakova going clear for Belarus. Shimiyu going clear for China, and Delphine Berg going clear for France. So Bolgitinovets leads. Prunka second. Kristoleva third. Helenova fourth. Koppler fifth, and Mironova is sixth. And Kettinen towards the back of the field has gone clear for Finland. She has got the last spot in this race. She's 42nd overall in this 26 to 40-second race. And here comes Prunka to try and make the move for the lead. At the 30-kilometer mark, it's going to be quite a battle to the finish. At 9 minutes 40.2 is the time at the 13-kilometer mark. This is looking really, really promising for the Finn. because it looks like she's got the ski advantage over Biathlon. But we're going to come down to the downhill section to the tight left-hander, and then it's pretty much a sprint to the finish line. We're at the 14km mark, just 1 kilometre left to go. 10 minutes, 10.2. It's Perunka leading the way by 8/10 per second. There's Kristoliva in third for Belarus in the background, 7.7 seconds down, which is being hunted down by, I think that's one of the Slovakians of Hanlarova. Yes, it is indeed Hanlarova. And now we're coming towards the finish line. I think it's going to be Perunka that's going to come out on top of here. Yes, it is going to be indeed. And their time is going to be 10 minutes 37.5. Biathlon is exactly 1 second behind. Now to wait for everyone else to make their way across the finish line. Okay, that's everyone across the finish line. So Sanalina Parkuna takes the win for Finland. Anna Bolgativets is second for Russia. Kristoliva is third for Belarus. Martina Halanova is fourth. Kopler is fifth. Marinova is sixth. Nazarova is seventh. Delphine Bar is eighth. Zinko is ninth. And Michaela Ponsa rounding off your top 10. So with that result of the way, it's now time to move over to the first to 21st race. And here we go. It is the first 21st here at Kotolahti. So the overall leader, Magdalena Forsberg, will be starting the race in 6th place. Livia Shelba is 2nd overall. She'll be starting 4th. And 3rd overall is Gunmarga Anderson, who will be starting in 5th position. The highest placed rookie is 5th overall. That's Olga Medvedeva, who will be starting the race in 18th position. So it's Katja Lanti, Katarina Appel, and Florence Baffel on the front row. Who's going to win this race? Who's going to remain as the overall leader? Without further ado, let's get into this race and find out as we get the race underway now. And it looks like a pretty decent start there for Katarina Appel, with Katja Lanti right next to her, as they're making their way to the downhill section before the sharp right-hander, before the uphill section into the first kilometre mark. And that'll be Magdalena Forsberg right behind Katarina Appel, trying to cut her way through the field to make her way into a very early lead of this race. And if I'm pretty sure that is her, as we're coming up to the 1 kilometre mark, it's Katarina Appel and Magdalena Forsberg at the front. The Appel leads, Forsberg second, and Florence Baffel is third. First 21st separated by 4.4 seconds, with Nina Lemisch at the back of the field. Katarina Appel hanging on to the lead over Magdalena Forsberg. Now Katarina Appel is 19th overall in the standings, so she's in the lower end of being in this group. And then we're making way to the 2 kilometre mark. It's still Katarina Appel out in front. Magdalena Forsberg is still in second, but I think she's better be passed by was that Florence Baffel? Yes, it is indeed. Livia Shelba is 4th, Ushi Dissel 5th. First now separated by 5.8 seconds. It's still Nina Lemisch at the back of the field behind Linda Grubben of Norway. 5.8 seconds between 1st and 21st. And here we go, coming into the shooting range for the first time this race. Now, who's going to be first in position? It is going to be Magdalena Forsberg. There's Katarina Appel, then it's Baccarat of France. Keep an eye out on Forsberg. Need to keep an eye out on the top 3 Russians: Medvedeva, Ishmatova, and where's the other one? Malgina. Forsberg's going to clear. She's going to the lead. Baccarat goes to clear. Baffel's going to clear. Kukli's going to clear. Ishmatova's going to clear. Malgina's going to clear. Henkel, Lemisch, and Anderson are going to clear. So Medvedeva's missed 1, so that's not a good start for her because she is the leading rookie going into this round. Forsberg leading the way by 1.9 seconds over Florence Baffel. Then we've got Galina Kukleva is 3rd, with Baccarat 4th and Gunmarga Anderson in 5th. The field's kind of spread out. Looks like many battles. This is the dropping down to, I think this is 7th, so we're dropping down to for to see a battle. I'm guessing it might be Ishmatova and Malgina, hopefully. So those are 2nd and 3rd in the rookie standings. They're ahead of Medvedeva because Medvedeva missed a target. Well, a pair of them gone clear. Baffel 2nd, Kukli 3rd. Ishmatova is ahead of Malgina for the time being, and Malgina is actually ahead of Ishmatova as things stand. So this is good news for Ishmatova to be ahead of the 2 Russian rookies. Meanwhile, it looks like she is trying to make a pass on, it'll be one of the Norwegians, so it might be Gunmarga Anderson. Is it Gunmarga Anderson is she probably after? Probably. Well, she is now ahead of him, and that is putting her into 5th, with Katarina Appel and Malgina in a tussle for 7th behind them. There's Henkel 9th and Nina Lewis showing off your top 10. As Magdalena Forsberg is coming into the shooting for the second time in this race, the overall leader still continuing to show her dominance so far in this, going to the end of the first half of this season. And here comes Forsberg into the shooting range. The others are following suit behind her. Now, what can Forsberg do here? There's Bavro, there's Kukleva, and there's the rest of the field. There's Ishmael and Malgina. We need to keep an eye on them as well. And Forsberg's missed the target. That opens the door for that. Oh, Bavro and Kukleva's missed at least one. So one penalty for Forsberg. Florence Bavro has missed twice. Kukleva's 3 times. Ushmato's missed the last target. Katarina Appel and Gamara Armstrong gone clear. So is Malgina, so that's good news for Malgina. And Mefiseva for that matter. So Mefiseva hoping to catch up to Malgina. Forsberg leading the way by 1.1 seconds with Katarina Appel. Anderson and Malgina is right behind her. Mefiseva is into 5th. Ushmato has dropped to 7th. Defoska and Sandra Bailey gone clear for Bulgaria and France respectively towards the back end of the field. So Katarina Appel in 2nd for the time being, but with the threat of Ishmatova and Anderson, that's going to be quite a lot of pressure for the person who's 19th overall in the standings, because we want to get a good time and get herself up higher up the order. Malgina 4th, Mepeseva is in 5th, 1.9 seconds are separating them. In fact, Ishmael is in 6th, but she's nearly a further 4 seconds behind Mepeseva. So the top 3 rookie biathletes, 4th, 5th, and 6th in the standings. So in this race so far. So this is really quite the predicament here. Because Mefiseva is 5th overall, Arina Malgina is 7th overall, and Svetlana Ishmatova is 8th overall, with Ushi Dessel pretty much splitting Mefiseva and Malgina in the standings. And here we go, coming into the shooting range for the first standing shoot. Now, what can Forsberg do here? Can she maintain her lead in this race? What about the 3 rookies as they're pretty much right next to each other in this grueling fight for the lead of the Rookies Championship? Forsberg's in, Katarina Appel's in, Anderson's in, Mefiseva is in, and so is Malgina and Ushmatova are in as well. Forsberg's missed another target, that's not good. Malgina's missed 1, so is Mefiseva. Ushmatova might have an advantage here. Katarina Appel's going to go clear, so Appel is going to be the leader of the race. Anderson goes clear as well. Mefiseva's missed 3, Ushmatova's missed 3. Malgina's missed 2, so disaster for all 3 of them. Florence Bavro goes clear for France. Katarina Appel goes into the lead. Anderson is 2nd. Forsberg dropping down to 3rd place. Okay, dropping down to 4th. Florence Bavro. Anyone else going to go clear? Livka Shelbred, who's 2nd overall. Malgina is ahead of Ushmatova and Mefiseva. Mefiseva is down to 10th. Malgina is 6th in this race so far. I don't know where Ushmatova is. 13th. So Malgina has got an advantage of about just under 7 seconds. In the Rookies Championship, it's about 14 seconds, so it would not be enough for Malgina to take the lead off Mefiseva in the Rookies Championship. So we've got Malgina under pressure. That's Olena Zarbalova and Sylvie Beckert of France. So Beckert is actually the 2nd highest placed rookie in this race. Beckert is actually sitting 18th overall, and it's actually 8th in the rookie standing. So this would be a good, decent result for her if she was to finish ahead of Ushmatova and Mefiseva and the other rookies in this race. And this is our leader coming into the shooting to the 4th final time. It's Katarina Appel, Forsberg, and Anderson. Anderson is 3rd overall, Appel 19th overall, and Forsberg, of course, 1st overall. Okay, let's see what happens here. And the shooting gets underway now. Katarina Appel has got the shooting underway. The pressure's really shooting on her. Oh, she's missed 1 target, 1 penalty lead for her. What about Anderson and Forsberg? Anderson's missed 1. Forsberg managing to redeem himself, goes clear, and is probably going to end up retaking the lead of this race, and is probably going to win this race as well. Malgina's in the shooting range, and so is Mefiseva and Ushmatova. And Malgina is going to go clear. It's going to be guaranteed to be ahead. Becker goes clear. Mefiseva missed another one. Ushmatova, meanwhile, well, Ushmatova's missed one as well, so in fact Malgina getting a bigger advantage. Becker's going to benefit from it as well quite nicely. Hollanti's gone clear for Finland. Wilhelm's gone clear for Germany. And we've got a couple of people still yet to go into the shooting range, so that's Forsberg ahead of Katarina Appel. Katarina Appel should still be happy with the result to finish second in this 21st race, because she's like I've been saying, she's 90th overall. So this will definitely help her get a few positions on some people. Kuklev's gone clear for Russia towards the back of the field. Neil Lemish, Ukraine's gone clear as well. Katarina Appel's only 2.5 seconds behind Forsberg at the 30 kilometre mark. 8 minutes 55.3 is the time. Anderson is third, who's sitting third overall in the standings. So the fact she's ahead of her teammate Livgren Shelbred, who's I have no idea where she is, but she's quite far down the field. Katarina Appel, the gap's now up to 3.2 seconds, but it's still going to be a good result for her. There's Anderson third. So Anderson might, a small possibility Anderson might get into second in the overall standings with how far back Livgren Shelbred is. But here comes Magdalena Forsberg to come across the finish line and take the win. The time is 9 minutes 49.9, a really good time there. Here comes Katarina Appel in second. Now to wait for everyone else to make their way across the finish line. And that's everyone across the finish line. So Magdalena Forsberg takes the race win with a time of 9 minutes 49.9. Katarina Appel will be delighted to finish in second, but only 3.3 seconds down. Magdalena only missed one target for the entire race, but managed to sell for third. Zarbalova takes fourth. Lucas Shelva is fifth. Sixth is Arina Malgina of Russia. Sylvie Becker is seventh. Defoska is 8th. Mephiseva 9th. And round for top 10 is Florence Bavril. So if anyone's going to be delighted with this all, it should be Katarina Appel, who's so low down the board in this first 21st race. But to finish second in this race, that would be a good result for her. Arina Malgina should be happy with the result that she finished ahead of Mephiseva and Ushmatova for the sake of the Rookies Championship. Becker should be delighted with the result as well. Second highest placed rookie biathlete in this group, who is 8th in the rookie standings. If anyone's going to be disappointed in the result, it's probably going to end up being Linda Grubben, who finished down 21st in this race. Ushmatova will be absolutely annoyed with the result as well. But with that result out of the way, let's then move over to the championship standings and see where everything stacks up. And with that, the first half of the 2002 season is over. Looking at the men's championship standings, the only thing that's really changed in the top 10 is Roskov overtaking Olav Bjordan for 9th, and Frank Kluck getting ahead of Vanny Sastrin for 6th place. Looking down to the top 20, and we have a much more impactful change in the standings. Vincent de France gained 4 positions to get into 13th. Visai Tlati gained past Victor Megrov and Jules Robert for 16th. Jules Robert lost 5 positions, going from 13th all the way down to 18th, and Emil Brices gained 4 positions to put himself in the top 20. And finally, going down to the top 30, and a lot of changes have been made within the top 30. Roman Dostal, the most notable, gained 10 positions after a really good showing for him, going from 39th to 29th position. Rustin Lysenko and Vilp Raikkonen both gained 4 positions each to see themselves in the top 30. Going over to the rookie standings, and we've got Pavel Rostovestov leading the way by nearly 50 seconds over his teammate Sergei Roskov. Chris Suman is third in the rookie standings and 11th overall, who is only about 20 seconds ahead of 13th overall and 4th in the rookie standings of Vincent de France, with the 3 Germans of Michael Gries, Alexander Wolf and Andreas Bernbacher, followed by Carl-Johan Bergman, Gilles Marget and Diane Mesitich to complete the top 10 rookies. Jumping over to the women's competition, and the top 5 remain exactly the same. Magdalena Forsberg well in front ahead of the 2 Norwegians, Florence Bavril and Olga Mefiseva, the leading rookie, in 5th place. With the changes being Arina Malgina getting ahead of Zarbalova, Desil and Ushmatova losing 2 positions each. Dropping down to the top 20 positions, and a lot of changes have been made. Most notably, out of the top 20, Katarina Appel gained 5 positions to be 14th, Ekaterinka Defoska gained 3 positions to be 12th, and Anna Bolgi-Tilvets gained 4 positions to see herself in the top 20. And finally going down to the top 30, and there's been a massive bloodbath for a lot of the biathletes within the top 30, losing at least one position. 3 biathletes gained positions, with the only person not gaining or losing position in the top 30 is Iva Karakazova. Martina Halarova gained 4 positions to see herself in the top 30. Magdalena Perunka having a really good round to gain 4 positions to be 22nd. Linda Grubben had a really bad round, losing 6 positions, dropping down to 23rd. Going over to the women's rookie standings, it's still top 3 Russians, but it's not 4th to 6th for Germans, because Sylvie Becker has broken that, splitting Martina Beck and Andrea Henkel in 6th in the rookie standings, with Anna Bogatinovitz, Sanji Bailey and Sanalina Perunka rounding off the top 10 positions. In the men's nations table, Germany lead the way by nearly 38 seconds over Norway. Russia are well behind in third, nearly a minute and a half behind, but about 11 seconds ahead of France. Finland, the Czech Republic and Slovenia had good rounds. Belarus had a really poor round, losing 4 positions, dropping down to 10th place. Moving on over to the women's nations table, and Russia still lead the way, but the gap between them and Germany is now 18.5 seconds. Norway are the only other team within 1 minute of Russia, and the only positional change in the top 10 is Slovakia getting ahead of Austria for 9th place. And finally, at the mixed nations table, Russia now jump ahead of Norway into 2nd position, about 34 seconds behind Germany. Finland past Austria, Sweden past Belarus, with Bulgaria completing the top 10, about 3 minutes and 48 seconds down on the leading team. So I hope you enjoyed the first half of the season. What will the second season half bring? Well, I hope to see you over for the second half of the 2002 season to find out.